The NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Check. Watch it before. Hey, watch your leg.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Drake. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Murray now to throw. Able to find Isabella. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the pass. Kill. He's crashing.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, 28 yards. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They'll start the drive with Drake, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Drake. Oh, what a juke into space. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Drake. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The give running right, Drake. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
You got tape. You got tape right there. 36.
A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. They find some open field here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. On the toss play, this is Drake. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. On the toss, Drake going left. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Switch. Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Murray. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 40 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a draw play with Drake. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check. Lucky. Hey.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. On the move to his left. And he's got room. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. A final shot before half from Murray. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
154, 43's the mic. 43's the mic. You ain't doing nothing today.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 25-yard line. Elliott running right. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first and 10, Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On first and 10, here's Murray. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins Coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Drake. He stiff-arms him. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run. It's Drake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 43. Check, 43. Pick me up.
10th carry now for Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They're going for it. It's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 43. Man out. Go. Get out there.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Kill. Switch it, hey. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Watch twist. Check. Fresno. Check 52.
First down, Murray. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's bring it. Check 3. Shit. Check it out.
Throwing now is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He got it stripped. You can see the panic in his face from up here through the helmet. He was able to dive back on it.
A good bit of fortune for him, because oftentimes on a strip sack, when that ball is wrenched out of your grasp, it can go in any different direction. It can go way away from you. In this case, it didn't matter. He was able to get on it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Turn up. 49. Check 4.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Robert Quinn. The offensive line is in tatters, as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Sliding out of the pocket. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Check.
Now Elliott. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Well, Prescott here to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off down at the 2. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's second down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 59 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Forbath, the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Check, 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 check.
Murray now on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them.